Hello children, welcome to Science. Today we are going to learn lesson 5 Economic Biology. In this lesson we will learn characteristics that distinguish living things from non-living things. Plants as living organisms, uses of plants, plants and environment, interrelationship between plants and animals. Okay, let us learn the lesson. Living or non-living. In our daily life, we see around us a lot of things. Some are living, some are non-living. How can we identify living and non-living? How do we distinguish between the two? It's very simple. Living things have some common characteristics. That is, they can move from one place to another, they can take breath, they are sensitive in nature, they can grow, they can reproduce, and then they eat food and they excrete the waste material. But in non-living things we cannot see these characteristics. For example, they cannot move from one place to another, they cannot take breath, they are not sensitive, they will not grow, they cannot reproduce, they will not eat anything, and they will not excrete. Children, when we see in living things, that also classified into two. The living things are classified into two. They are plants and animals. Okay, what is the difference between plants and animals? We have already studied it. Plants are autotrophic in nature, but animals are heterotrophic in nature. Autotrophic in the sense they can produce their own food by photosynthesis. But animals are heterotrophic in nature. Heterotrophic in the sense they cannot produce their own food. They will eat other plant and animals. Uses of plants. Plants are very useful in our daily life. Our basic needs like food, clothing, and shelter are all obtained from plants. Throughout the day, from the time we wake up till we go to bed, we depend on plants for all our daily requirements. Plants as source of food. Living things like us need food. Long ago, early humans hunted and moved from place to place in search of food. Later, they settled near water bodies and started cultivating plants for food. After that, farming has been man's biggest and most important occupation. We started cultivating plants and raising animals for our daily need, especially food. The food that we eat is either of plant or animal origin. Food from plant origin is called vegetarian food, and that obtained from animals is called non-vegetarian food. The process of cultivating plants for food is called agriculture. We eat a lot of plants or part of the plants as our food daily. In spinach we eat leaf, in potato we eat stem, carrot, radish, beetroot, they are root of that plant. We eat fruits of many plants. In some plants we eat flower, for example cauliflower, banana flower. We eat seeds as a food, for example almond and cashew. Next, plants as spices. What are spices? Spices are plants that are used as flavoring substances in our food. Spices also having medicinal properties. That's why we use them in our food every day. They are derived from different parts of plants like the seeds, fruits, flower pods, bark, and rhizomes. Some of the spices are clove, cinnamon, pepper, chili, fennel, cumin, cardamom, turmeric, coriander, bay leaf, fenugreek, mustard, and asafoetida. Spices also different parts of the plant. Clove is the flower, that is cloves or dried flowers of a plant. Pepper, jeera, coriander, mustard, they are seeds. Turmeric is stem, and chili, the red chili, is fruit of that plant. Children, pepper and jeera can improve our immunity level. turmeric is a very good antiseptic material, and clove is very good natural painkiller. That's why we use them in our food every day. Next, plants as a source of fiber. Nature has provided animals with fur, thick skin, or a layer of fat to protect them from the cold. But we, human beings, wear clothes made up of different fibers depending on the weather conditions. Why do we wear clothes? Clothes protect us from the heat, cold, dust, and insects. Children, do you know from which your clothes are made? Our clothes are made up of cotton fibers. Apart from cotton and jute, we obtain fibers from flax, hemp, and kaya. The people living in hot countries like India wear cotton materials. They mainly use cloths which are made from cotton. Cotton is obtained from the fruits of the cotton plant. Cotton cloths keep us cool in summer since they have minute pores to absorb sweat. Jute, flax, and hemp fibers are obtained from the stems of plants. Coir is obtained from the outer covering of coconuts. Apart from cloths, we also make pillows, beds, mats, ropes, and bags from plant fiber. Children, along with plant fiber, we use some animal fibers also. During winter, we wear some overcoat to protect us from cold. That overcoat keeps us warmth. This coat is made up of wool, that is fur of animals. They are obtained from animals like goats and sheep. What is the difference between plant fiber and animal fiber? Plant fiber is made up of cellulose. Its chemical substance is cellulose. But animal fibers are proteins. They are made up of proteins. Children, in this lesson we learnt what is living and non-living. A living will grow and reproduce, non-living will not. Next, we studied uses of plants. Plants as a source of food, plants as spices, plants as a source of fiber. In next class, we learn plants as source of timber, plants as a source of medicine, ornamental plants, plants and the environment, and other uses of plants. With this, I conclude this lesson. We'll meet in next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.